Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you'd like to see, remember to hit that like button. You want to see more? Hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2018 Career Mode Episode 37. We are at the Dubai Tour. It is stage 4 out of 5, and this is a key sponsor objective of the year. The objective is a very difficult one to achieve with World Tour teams surrounding us because it is first in the points classification. Marini is the guy that's been going for those points. He is 5th in that competition right now with 2 stages to go. It is going to take probably a stage win at the very least to have a shot at it at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. It's going to be a monotonous day when it comes to the terrain, but at least the teams with sprinters won't be complaining. And, of course, those opportunists with a bit of daring won't make their life easy.
Two sprint points. Pretty late in the stage. There's actually a good chance that I could try to get some points for Marini. I still want you to go forward. So we'll go ahead and skip forward, and if there's any chance of catching that breakaway before those sprint points, this is a short stage. There's only 123 kilometers left as we just got started.
A surprise attack. He's probably just trying to force
If it's a
his
small
teammates
enough
away from
group
the punch.
and can be caught, I might do something to try to get them caught and then try to have somebody else lead Marini over the line, wasting just their energy and him on follow to pick up the points. Because every extra point counts at this point.
The pack really doesn't look interested in following the breakaway. Things have slowed right down. Breakaway at the front.
So we'll come back together there. So we're coming up on that second sprint point, and not only have we lost both sprint points by not being able to reel the breakaway group back in, but the field literally just gave up, and the breakaway group is out to over 6 minutes. I don't think we're going to catch them at all. It's 23 kilometers, 6 riders out in front, and it's not looking good at all. I'm going to go ahead and form my sprint train now and try to bring them back, because if those 6 win, that's the points. We are not going to get anywhere near enough points to gain on the rest of the field. We have got to have something going to make it happen. So they are nearly 3 kilometers ahead of us on the road right now, and we've reeled 1 minute back in, so it's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. Go ahead and take Bull before Bax. Bax is on a -2 today. So we're gonna try to get Van Hemlen out here quickly.
There are just 15
What
kilometers
I
left.
don't like though is that he's got a bit of a gap here. There we go. Whoa, buddy. Really? A 96 is doing you in that fast, huh? And come on, Marini. Come on, Marini. What a waste of energy. Now I've got Van Hemlen already out of energy and doing nothing. Meanwhile, we're not reeling them back in the slightest. Marini finally on. 13K. 4 minutes.
Some team managers
So it
must
took,
appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway.
5 kilometers to reel in a minute? Which would mean at this rate we'll gain 2.5 minutes on them, and that's all.
And he spurts away from the group. He's going for victory.
Try to get you back in here in line because we are outgunned and outmatched here. Wachtendorf, if he can hang on and give me a little bit more with 8 kilometers to go on this chase.
There are just 5 kilometers left.
7K. Okay, Conchi is still here. I wonder if I can get Conchi still in the line. Conchi, follow Wachtendorf. There you go. Gonna make it back up here. Whoa, Gouillard. Whoa. Don't need to go that far over. Bull is done. Wachtendorf. Oh, it's 4K. It's 4K to go. Conchi. A little bit more. We got Gouillard and Marini is all that's left here in just a moment.
And they're off.
And no, we're 2.5 minutes. I said 2.5 minutes, didn't I?
Great victory.
There goes all the
He didn't
points.
overextend himself. He was certainly the smartest today.
And Marini and Gouillard, and we're gonna get beaten by somebody who doesn't matter. At least that's 8th. That's some points for Marini. That'll help. Nathan Haas 12th. There's Roland Reguigui are both a little bit behind him.
Fairly numerous in this difficult race.
He'll pick up a few points on those guys, but because of the breakaway group taking the victory, a second here to somebody who wasn't in the competition, at least anywhere near the top, that would have helped. Would have helped a lot. Ay. Gouillard takes 14th. So, good result if these guys weren't winning from the breakaway group. How do you get a short stage like this, a breakaway group, to get that far out in front? I mean, nobody was interested in reeling them back. Minute 51 in the end. So we pulled them back extremely well, but 4 minutes in, what was that, 16, 17 kilometers we pulled back. It's only worth 8 points though. So that hurts because we only gained 3 points on Reguigui, we gained 4 on Haas, 5 on Rolands, and that's it. We could have had, well, it wouldn't have been 27 points because of the break. It would have been, 23 points or something like that. And then, we'd be looking at, 5th place here? That's, let's see, 23, 20, 17, 15 points? I don't know, something like that. That's not quite right. Whatever the breakdown is, we would have gained a lot more points had we finished second, and these guys, in the positions they were in. I mean, we sprinted it out. So we're still in 5th place, and Barbier is up to 6th now, as he was the one ahead of us. But again, those points I wouldn't be as worried about as he's behind us. I would have gained more on the guys above me, and now it's impossible. Nathan Haas, I can't catch him. Mathematically, impossible. So we're kind of screwed. All I can hope for now is to crack the top 3 and maybe get less of a negative than I will. This is a 3.5 star objective. This stinks. We're already not looking so good. Even though we're first place in in the continental rankings right now. EF Education First, keeping their sponsor. It's a stage that does favor us. But again, we're only 5th place here, so good luck. Good luck. Oh, how many points are these worth? I might have to try to get him into the breakaway group. And if we take, is it 6? 6, 12, it's 37. You can see where his ranking is. It's been a few days since I recorded the last episode. I remember we're focused on the points, and I remember stage 3 was a struggle. I know he lost time. He's at least a half minute behind Haas, but 39th overall. That's probably a ways back. That's probably a couple minutes. They might let him get into the breakaway group. And if I can get a second rider up there with him, they can serve as a lead-out guy, and they can do the work, and he can just sit on the back.
But at least the teams with sprinters won't be complaining. And, of course, those opportunists with a bit of daring
Might
won't
be able to
make
get
their
3
life
out there.
easy.
Let's pause for a second. Marini, 3 minutes. 3 minutes down. Okay. Okay. Formulating a plan here. Let's go with 6 points. Okay, so yeah, that's 12 plus the finish line. That's 25. So, 37 points. Is 37 enough? It most definitely is. So we're going to try to get Marini into the breakaway group. Oh gosh, she's no... Oh, there he is. It's not too far back. We're going to push everyone forward. I need to get 2 guys with him in the breakaway group. Conchi is too high in the standings. Van Hemlen is not. Van Hemlen has good stamina. It's good on the flat. Has okay acceleration. So Van Hemlen, I'm going to try to get him into the break. Here we go. I'm going to wait just a little bit, though. I want... Oh, come on. Where are you, Marini? Seriously, dude. Let me down right now. Pushing the pace just a little bit. This is going to allow time for others to get up here, which is not good. There's the first attack. Waiting for Marini, though.
There's no real sense to it, but at least he gets a mention.
Now, Wachtendorf, where are you in the standings? 7 minutes down, and a better lead-out guy, and not any sort of threat. So, ready, set, pause. We'll get ready to go. So, backs, you're going to back off. So is Conchi. And these 3... set you to 80 and relay, but now sprint. Will they let 3 go? Gouillard, you're going to back off now too. Bull, you're far enough up for now so I can focus on these guys up front. Let me see if I can get 3 guys into the breakaway group. That's a group of 10. We'll set them all until we can get away. 25 seconds.
That's the end of the breakaway. That gave them no chance.
Recover, recover, recover. They didn't let 3 go. But we'll try again. Recovery is good, recovery is good. Up the effort to get clear and go. Can we have just a breakaway group of 3? Oh, that would be perfect because Marini would be guaranteed the points. 3 more coming. It's out to over 50 seconds.
A small group of riders are trying to get clear of the bunch.
Pace is picking up.
Some
Pace
team
is picking up. They're not
managers
letting us go.
appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
Oops.
Things
There you
are
go.
heating up in
Wanted the
front.
3 of them. Down to 6 riders. Will they let us get away now?
Oh, there's an attack from inside the breakaway group.
If I can get it out over a minute, I think they'll let me go. It's just going to be hard to get it out over a minute. It's not like we're creating any sort of danger. I think they just don't want 3 teammates all in the breakaway group. Marini, you're going to back off a bit. Just Marini. 25 seconds. They are
The
close.
breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has
Speed
significantly
things up a little bit.
increased its speed.
We are on the verge of the first point, at least. So if nothing else, we can burn one of those guys to get to this first point. It's still 20 kilometers away. It's further away than I thought, but we are out to 40 seconds. Here comes an attack.
There's an attack in the group at the front.
They don't like having all 3 of us here. Gotta up the tempo here. 54 seconds. A minute's what we need. They'll back off. Once they back off, it'll be easy to reel these guys back in. It's over a minute now.
Breakaway at the front.
It's over a minute. We got a few riders trying to get away, but there's the difference. It's not the whole field chasing. It's over a minute.
The brake seems to be working.
Minute 21. We're just about to reel those guys in. We've got our group of 6, and I think we've got enough distance. Gap's opening. Yes. Not easy, but I've made it happen. Now, what I've got to do is I've got to allow for some sort of recovery here once we get these guys. There we go. Group of 6, 2 minutes. Gap continuing to grow. Backing off. Backing off. $10K to the sprint point. It's all Marini now. Gotta win. Gotta win these sprint points. We're going to take a look before we get up here at these other guys. Really, they're going to attack again. They don't like that we have this group here. Alonso can sprint, but he's no points in the competition. None of them have any points in the competition. But Waitons, Alonso, they can sprint a little bit. They won't work with me because there's 3 team members here. I'm going to have to use up whatever Wachtendorf's got left.
The lead rider is now more than 2 minutes ahead of the peloton.
Okay, he neutralized that right away. That's good. Again, an attack. I can't let these guys get away right now because there's only 7K to go. So, Wachtendorf was low on energy, that's why I chose him.
The Entente in the escape group is far from
I'll just
partial.
keep him
There
pushing
are
at
no riders
99
who want
here.
to go it alone.
It's 4.5K, so I need Van Hemlen. 4K. Wachtendorf's kind of just keeping up. He recovers a little bit as they get out in front of him, and then they go to accelerate and back off. They're actually doing themselves as much damage as he is, so we're coming up on it now. 1.5K, so we're going to go like this. And we're going to go like this. And we're going to go follow. And we're going to go forward here in a moment. Okay, Marini's got one. He's got one. Now, Van Hemelen, you can back off, and recover. Wachtendorf, I'm going to keep this up. Wachtendorf's our work guy. The gap's fine. We've got 4 minutes. I'm going to allow these two to recover as best I can for a while. And we'll speed things up. We'll see if anything happens. I'm afraid to go much faster than this, but yeah, see, the other guys refuse to work, so this is how we deal with this. Gap's shrinking on the field, though, because of it. Wonder if I can get him to back off some and whether it'll keep going here. Okay, recovery's looking good for these guys. I can almost put Van Hemelen on top for a little while and let Wachtendorf actually recover once he's done. He's almost there, so. Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got a rest of a team, don't I? Haha. Let's go with Guyard and Bax being protected. So Conchi, protect. Bull, protect. Conchi, you're in 15th. You're higher up, so we'll send Bull back to get water. Thank you. 113K. Van Hemelen nearly there, so I'm going to get him. There we go. Now he can relay at about a 71. And Wachtendorf, it's your turn to try to recover here. Marini's nearly recovered. This is good. This is very good. Bull's got water. He's coming with it for the rest of the team. The gap is opening back up now. So 330. So we can actually back off a good margin here. And that's actually allowing Wachtendorf to finally recover. Ooh, and he's getting some support here. Oh, this is good. This Quickstep rider doesn't like us. He's the one who keeps attacking. But, there you go. Okay, so Wachtendorf recovering. We've got 22K. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. We took care of the water in the back. Those guys are okay. 3.5 minutes is the gap. Starting to close in on second sprint point. We've got the first 6 points we needed. These guys aren't in that competition, so I'm certain we'll be able to get these 6 points. Then the trick is, do we go back to the field with those 12 points in hand, or do we try our hands at the break, at winning from the break and getting Marini the win that way? So that'll be the big decision to make once we get up here. 5K to go. Let's slow it back down. Okay, 4K to go. Wachtendorf, I'm going to put you back out in front for a minute at a 67. Van Hemelen, even though Wachtendorf's a better lead out guy, he's not fresh enough yet. So I'm going to set him to 85 again. Marini, follow. 1.4. And Marini over the top. Got it easily. Okay. Barely any energy wasted. That's 12, and Marini is up to third now, tied for second. He's level with Pascalon, but he's still 11 points behind Nathan Haas. Now, it's the big question. Do I drop back to the field? It's 75k to go. The breakaway's going to be doomed. It's only a 3-minute gap, and Marini is okay. He could fight it out for the sprint, and potentially, if he does well enough, first, second, and Haas is down a little bit. If he at least beats Pascalon, he's into the top 2. But he's going to have to beat Haas by a lot. But Haas is not much of a sprinter. So if I can get him into that top, maybe even 2 or 3, and Haas is down a little bit, then I'll have a chance. Okay, see, they're already given chase, and we don't have the strength to go anywhere and do anything right now, so goodbye, breakaway group. We're just gonna sit on here. If we get dropped, we get dropped. Van Hemelen and Marini have been dropped. Fochtendorf, no. There we go. Wachtendorf about to fall off the back here. And there we go. Now it's just 3 riders.
They really are moving. The pack can't get strung out too far, or it's
we're
going
just
to start
riding
breaking
easy.
up.
I don't need to get water because the whole group's going to get water here soon. I just need to make sure everybody's back in the field before we actually do that. The gap is already down to 2.5 minutes to now just 3 riders at the front.
Anyone who is gunning for victory has got to make a move fairly soon.
Okay, that's Van Hemelen to protect Marini. There we go. Wachtendorf's about to make contact with the field again. Good. Okay. Now everything going according to plan so far. They didn't make it easy on me, but we made it happen. Now, Wachtendorf, who's recovered a lot. You who actually be the guy who's going to go and get some water. Head straight back to the car. Get that high five from the team boss, the pat on the back. Get those water bottles. And there we go. Okay, so minute 49 to the remnants of the breakaway group that we just left behind. And we are now back in with a chance for this points jersey. Now, Marini's energy looking pretty dang good, actually, all things considered. So we didn't burn too much of his energy. Wachtendorf and Hemelen, you can see, are a bit more wary. But yeah, Marini's he's fine. He's fine. Those 3, never content in that ride, are now attacking each other. 30 kilometers left. We'll just go ahead and stick it out to the end of this stage here. No reason to cut when we're going to be back shortly. $20K. 20K, and they still haven't been reeled back in. That's partially because they sat on while we did all the work. But now it's about that time. 15 kilometers to go. 15K. So 99s. Of course, it's Marini. Ooh, Gouillard. Gouillard's not looking good today. Neither is Bowl. Bax has good acceleration. It's going to be Bax. He's going to have lead-out duties today. Conchi, I'm going to use these guys up first as they are much more fatigued. But they did their job well today. They very much did their job well. Van Hemelen, get us moving. What? Oh, hey, what's going on? Having issues here. It's not the first time it's done this. The game here recently, not recognizing any keyboard commands at the moment. That's going to make this a bit more complicated. Yeah, spacebar is not worked. 10K. 10K already? Step it up, step it up.
There are just 10 kilometers left. The little promenade is over. The group has been overhauled.
99s. We're going to push, see if we can trouble this group. 8K.
The are closing on the last 8 kilometers of the stage, which will most likely end up in a mass sprint.
7.5. Good distance covered by Conchi there.
Your riders are entering the last 5
Bull.
kilometers of the stage.
It's 5K to go. 5K to go, and the field is right there. Conchi, don't you dare block Marini. Get out of the way, Conchi.
Riders are falling off the back. It's not a good moment to be going through a bad patch.
It's already down to 2.6. Gouyard sprint.
And there goes the mad burst for the
Backs, sprint. And you're pulling Marini along. Marini, come on. Come on, Marini. Come on, Marini. We're looking at... Yes! Yes! Get there! Get there! Get there! Oh, he's going to be second. He's going to be second. Oh, crap. Is that enough? Is that enough? Haas is 5th. Pascalon's 3rd. Barbier gets the stage win. Greipel's too far down in the standings. He's not a threat. Is that enough? Is that enough? Did we do it? Oh, my goodness. I'm nervous. This is going to be close. This is going to be very close. I think we're clear of Barbier because we were level or a few points ahead still last time. So what he's going to gain on me here isn't enough, especially when you count the 12 points we added. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good sprint, Marini. Good sprint. Is it enough points to get over Haas? Backs, that was a good lead out. Actually, Gouyard, that was a good starting lead out. I mean, we actually were able to have 2 lead out guys sprint because we were down close enough to the end. And Marini this time didn't fade like he normally does when they sprint and he's on their wheel. He's fading and fading fast, which is why we're not usually able to. 32 points on the day. So I think that was it. I think that's enough. That's 20 points. No, he's more than 20 points behind Haas. Wasn't he? Ah! 3 points! Oh, so close! Damn it. Oh, my goodness. I thought we might have done it. So close. So, 3 points away. Haas, how did he get 5th? Seriously. Okay, he is a decent sprinter. How did he win stage 1, though? That still baffles me, especially when we were clearly ahead of him. Clearly ahead. I mean, that guy's lunge is similar to Peter Sagan's, I guess. Second place. If we won the stage, that would have been enough. Because, yeah. That would have been 5 more points. That's the gap. It's 25 and 20. It is. Yeah, it's 25 and 20. And then 16. So, that would have been enough. It was so close at the line. not even that great of a sprinter. Rooney's technically better. But of course, we spent up that energy. He wasn't going to be as strong in the sprint there at the end because we spent the energy getting the 12 points that we needed just to be in it. So close. Yet so far. So that's Bax in 13th, Conchi in 14th in the overall. Nathan Haas wins and takes the sprint point jersey over us. Mountain, Conchi had 6 points. Haas won that as well. Under 25s. A gaggle of guys here. Bax and Conchi in amongst them. 6th place in the team. That was against World Tour teams. 8 of them. 9 of them. Good performance, but didn't win that jersey. This is potentially going to hurt tomorrow. There's our mark for comparison. Oh, nosedive. 3 points shy. 9 World Tour teams. And we get second in the points. And the swoosh becomes more of a slash. Simpson sick for a couple days. The Flèche Wallonne. 12 teams in for 7 spots. Louis Minkies is the South African road champion. Decent payday for that tour. So how did they evaluate that one? Nothing. They evaluate it as nothing. So, second place, a top 15 overall, and they just see that as nothing, complete failure on a 3.5-star objective. Not much logic in that. Not much. I mean, it should have at least been like this, right? Top 5, top 10, partial failure. How is that a complete failure? How is that sponsor objective even rational in the first place? Alright, well anyway. Suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup. Calendar. Almeria. Tour of Oman after that. And then Omloop. Where is the next objective? No, it's another big one. I think that was the next one. Wasn't it? No. Yes. It is. Okay, not until the end of March. We've got a good long while to sit and reflect on how awful we are doing this season, apparently. Are we? Are we really that awful? Leading the Continental rankings? 13th in Super Prestige? Right in the midst of the World Tour teams? with the second highest Continental rider, which somehow Pascalon jumps 17 places to first. How was he any better in that race than Marini was? Okay. Look at that, Marini, 24th in Super Prestige overall so far this season. It's only February, that he's not going to stay there, but yeah. And yet, somebody's unhappy. You're going to get the axe at the end of the year. I think we might be looking for a new sponsor, especially with how slow their rate of growth is and how ridiculous their objectives are at this point in time. They want more, but they're not really giving us more. Anyway, okay. We continue. I gotta eat my losses and move on. Profile. This climb is definitely going to do some damage to the field, but it is classified as a sprint race. 184K. We'll see what the pace is like on whether I come back somewhere along here, if the pace is high enough, or we'll come back late on. But I'll see you somewhere later in this stage. Alright, so we're back with 23 kilometers left in this one. We are already past those climbs. The pace picked up while we were about halfway over those climbs, and the last couple sections definitely did some damage. But there's still 124 riders in the peloton. I've still got my entire team here. So while we were hurting a little bit from it, not significantly. Now the only thing is we've got a little bit less wiggle room for the train coming up. So I'm going to start a little bit later here. We'll start at about 16K, I think. And actually, this might be a good time. No, they're not pulling away. Breakaway group right there, about to get reeled in. Technically, just 6 seconds left off the front. And we set it up. You see a lot of the same guys from the last race, but a little bit of changes, like Swerble is here. But Swerble is also the one who's just about done there. So that's definitely a lead out for Gouillard today. And then Bax. And then Van Hemlen, because he is the most fresh. And then Garrison, Vochtendorf, and Swerble's right at the front. I guess I'll let him go for a moment here. Vochtendorf's going to be taken over here very shortly. See already. I got a little bit from Swerble there. Alright, so Vochtendorf going. We do have Rolants is off the front here. Garrison going to get him ready. Vochtendorf running out of energy pretty quickly there. 12K. 12K to go. So 95 for him. He's not going to last long. These last 4 are in pretty decent shape here, but Van Rensburg taken off. Wow, look at that pace.
10 kilometers to the finish line.
10K to go. Start pushing 97 here. Final 4 guys. I got to get about 2.5 kilometers out of each, and you only get just over 1 on the final guys, so we actually need a little more than that, technically. And we're still just now coming up on 2.5K for Van Hemlen. Got me 2.8. So Bax, we're stuck with a 97 still. There's 6K. Peloton has split. There is a little incline at the end, so I gotta be careful of that. Gouillard's gonna have to go way earlier than I want, so he's got to stick with a 97. This is not going to be a top lead out here. He's got to back off. He's got to back off here. Now he's got to go. Now he's got to go. Now Marini, find a way through. Find a way through. Come on, top 3, top 3. Yeah, top three. Top three. He's not going to be able to get over. Is he going to get second, though? Can he get second? Lunge for second? Yes, he got second at least. Holgard takes the win. Marini squeezes in for second. Debushare, former teammate of mine in years past on this game, takes fourth. Gorka Izagira in 11th. Van Rensburg, who made that crazy lead out, went in 10th. Tried to go early. There's Barbier in 7th again, who we were just fighting with in that last series of races. Van Hemlen comes across in 16th. Second best there. Gouillard collapses. He absolutely crashed. He gave it his all. Comes in 32nd. Backs 29th. So Gouillard had nothing left. Well, that's all the time that I have for this episode. Disappointing to come so close at the Tour of Dubai and yet end up being categorized as an utter failure. So, shame on you. Shame. Bells. Shame. Bells. Shame. Yes? Okay. Hey. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. Like 5 minutes from now. Go find something to attack and yell. That was a great charge by Marini in the closing seconds. Those guys were done, but they were too far out in front. Got one of them, at least, on the line. But, like I said, that's going to do it for this episode on Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So, if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.